Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my August TBR, and on my channel I play a game called Roll the Dice with a Dash of Chaos. So if you're interested to find out if my game was nice to me this month or mean to me, then just keep on watching. Before doing our rolls for the August TBR, we need to determine if I deserve a punishment before we start. In order to avoid a punishment, I must complete all of my challenges from the previous month, as well as read at least half of the books. July was not a good reading month for me, let me tell you that. My challenge for not completing my June TBR was no new books in the month of July. That means not downloading Kindle Unlimited books willy-nilly, don't walk into a bookstore, and don't place a gazillion library holds. And surprisingly, I successfully did that. For a middle grade book, I have the Series of Unfortunate Events, book 3, and I did read this. The Royals Next Door by Karina Halley, I did not read. On my Kindle, the Who Did This To You book club pick, the Book of Asriel, I also have not read yet. Golden Girl by Ellen Hildebrandt, I did not read. The One by John Mars, I did not read. Roll number 6 was doubles. I had to read Magnolia Park's The Long Way Home, as well as the lowest rated book on my TBR, which is The One and Only by Emily Giffin. I didn't read either of these. Finley Donovan is Killing It, I did not read. And lastly, Spy Family Volume 5, I did read this. 2 out of 9 books. What did I even read in July? I actually did read 10 books in July. I will have a reading wrap up, but not the ones I was supposed to be reading. So as you can see, we will be doing a punishment to kick off our August TBR. I'm going to stop rambling and let's go roll the dice with a dash of chaos. Alright, let's set up our game board for the month of August. I have my random number generator thing here, and we're going to place the Kindle first in spot number 6. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now the bin of easy prompts in spot number 4, 1, 2, 3 in here. And now the bin of hard prompts in spot number 12. That is not a good spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 in here. All right, so here is what everything is looking like so far. Now we're going to pull a challenge for not completing July. I can't. Oh no. So my kids are going to choose the options to roll. This is going to be bad news. My kids chose violence. These are some of the options they have chosen for me. So now let's reset up the game board. Okay, wow. That was certainly a punishment. I kept the bins in the same place. Here's all of the books that my kids took away from me. Yeah. Definitely chose violence, so let's do roll number 1. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This was one that Wyatt chose, The One by John Mars. Roll number 2. I will re-roll because that 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is a book that Emmett chose. Roll number 3. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Finally a book that I chose, but some of my priority reads are no longer here. This is A Shadow in the Ember. Roll number 4. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is my Kindle. Roll number 5. I'm going to re-roll. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The Serpent and the Wings of Night. Roll number 6. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Spy Family Volume 6. Roll number 7. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The North Wind by Alexandria Warwick. Roll number 8, our final roll, is a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The hard prompts. We need to randomize a color. We are just going to click on this first one and see what we get. A blue-green. And for this, I'm going to choose Just for the Summer, which my kids removed from the options because this is a pretty perfect match. All right, we are back. My challenge for August threw me for a loop. Kids choose the options. Meaning I had my gameplay all set up, all the books I was interested in reading for the month, ones I was looking forward to getting to, and my kids got to mess all that up and got to go ham on my bookshelves and switch around the books however they want. I have 3 boys. They chose violence, so that was scary. But, spoiler, overall, I'm pretty happy with what we've got going on. More so than I was last month, which was just so chaotic, I feel like. Roll number 1, The One by John Mars. My middle child, Wyatt, put this back into play for the August TBR. He thought it looked scary. So this is rolling over from last month. I will prioritize actually reading this because I've heard nothing but great things. This is a thriller book in which you are matched up based on your DNA to your soulmate. Roll number 2 is a book that Emmett, my youngest, pulled off my shelves. This is Ace of Shades by Amanda Foody. This is the start of a YA fantasy series that is Vegas or like Sin City inspired. Looks like we have a gambling den going on here. I don't really know what the plot of this book or the series is, but I'm looking forward to giving it a try. It is not a book I would have pulled off my shelf for a very long time, I feel like. So, good job, Emmett. Roll number 3 is a book that I had wanted to read, and that is A Shadow in the Ember by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I want so desperately to love the Blood and Ash series and the Flesh and Fire series. I've read the first 3 books I was supposed to. This has been on my TBR for years. But I really did not like the 3rd Blood and Ash book, so I've been pumping the brakes on this for so long. Emmy from What Emmy Reads, or Emmy Rosem, recently read this, I think recently. Anyways, gave it 5 stars, loved it, loves the series, so I feel like that's the motivation I need to read this. Also, it fits for so many prompts for the Summer of Romantasy-athon, which, though technically over, it was for June and July. I'm committed to completing all 35 prompts, even if that takes me the rest of the year. So I need to read this. Roll number 4 was my Kindle, and for that I am choosing Court of Claws by Briar Boland. This is the 2nd book in the Blood of Fae series. The first book, Queen of Roses, was my very first arc from NetGalley, and I really enjoyed it. This is a fantasy romance series that is a Arthurian retelling, which is something a little bit different. Roll number 5, The Serpent and the Wings of Night by Carissa Broadbent. I promise August is the month. I've actually already just like very barely started this book. I will be reading this. I can't believe I call myself a fantasy romance lover and haven't read this series by Carissa Broadbent yet. I have read the first 2 books in the War of Lost Hearts trilogy, but have not started the Crowns of Nyaxia yet, so this is also a priority. I feel like I've said that about all of them, which honestly is a good sign. Roll number 6 is Spy Family Volume 6. I want to continue making progress on this series. They're very quick, entertaining reads, and I always really enjoy them, so this is a great addition to my TBR. Roll number 7, The North Wind by Alexandria Warwick. This is an enemies to lovers fantasy romance that is all over Book Talk right now. All I know is it's inspired by Beauty and the Beast and Hades and Persephone. Once again, I'm not really sure what the plot of this novel is, but I'm really looking forward to this one. And roll number 8 was the only prompt we got, which is good because it's prioritizing the books that I had laid out, or my kids laid out in this case. But that was a random color generator, and I got a blue-green shade, so I chose Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. It matched the trees on the cover perfectly. Please let me know if I have to read the other 2 books in this series first. I know these are interconnected standalones, and I know some people say you can read them separately, but how many spoilers are really in here? Should I read Part of Your World first? I don't really know. I would love to get to this before the end of summer though, theoretically. I've heard nothing but rave reviews for this as well. So that was everything for my Roll the Dice with a Dash of Chaos TBR. I'm very pleased with this lineup, honestly. Even with the curveball of my kids choosing, I'm very, very happy with this selection, and this is going to be the month that I read over 50% of this. Please. I already mentioned I will be continuing with the Summer of Romantasy-athon, as well as covers with Cassidy's Romantasy Reading Challenge. I am tracking both of those. We have some good fantasy romance options on this list that will work for that. The other readathon I'm participating in is Battleathon, hosted by Melanor Reads, and I am pledged to Team Thorns. I haven't done a deep dive on Battleathon quite yet, but I know so many people I love to watch are participating. I know it is a team-based readathon where you get points based on your star rating, as well as keywords in the title related to your team. So as I chose Team Thorns, I will get bonus points for reading books with nature words in the title. So it says tree, leaves, and flowers. So I have 2 other options I just quickly pulled off my shelves. I may have more as the month goes on, but I have 6 Scorched Roses by Carissa Broadbent, which I can read after I finish The Serpent and the Wings of Night. This is a novella in the Crowns of Nyaxia world. And then a book that's been on many a TBR, The Foxglove King by Hannah Whitten. I don't know why I haven't picked this up. This is fantasy romance, gothic vibes, everything I love. Why haven't I picked this book up yet? Foxglove is obviously the plant name in this title. I can count for bonus points for my team. 2 more books I'm going to quickly mention. These are not a part of the official TBR, but I have 1 physical book out from my library right now. I have many audiobooks, but only 1 physical book. This is When I Arrived at the Castle by Emily Carroll, and this is said to be an beautifully innovative horror comic. And the artwork is all white, black, and red and looks absolutely beautiful and very scary. So it is 75 pages. This will be a quick read. Hopefully it'll scare the pants off me and I'll absolutely love it. And lastly, the Who Did This To You book club pick for the month of August is The Wren in the Library, which I have put in a library request for this because it is not a Kindle Unlimited book. But this is this published by Red Tower as well? Is that why it's got such a big social media presence? I could be wrong on that, but I've seen this book circulating everywhere because of the beautiful cover, because of the sprayed edges, but I have yet to see an actual review for this book. So fingers crossed that it goes well for the book club. I hope that I love it. And that, my friends, is everything. That is 12 books on my August TBR. I feel like that is a good number. The trick for me is to not be so dang distracted. Why can't I stay on task? I feel like the older I get, the more squirrel I get. Anybody else? Anyways, it is way too hot under these lights. I know you can probably tell. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think of my TBR for this month. Do you still like the way we're doing this roll the dice with a dash of chaos TBR game? I feel like it's something fun, a little bit different. I personally really enjoy doing it. That's enough rambling for me. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!